to tip as he's jumping. Don't tip early. Even if your shoulders go, your butt can't. Are you with me? So if you 2 points, keep your bat. Okay, I would put it in your left hand since he's a left shifter, correct? Now left lead canter. You're going to canter straight up the long side for a minute, and then you're going to turn. You're going to look way above the jump, and you're going to squeeze your legs every stride in the rhythm. And I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. And don't forget, squeeze harder on 2 and 3. Little help over the first 2 jumps, the rest will be a piece of cake. Zipper? Huh? Is that zipper?
I'm trying to figure out how to open it.
Let me pull on this thing here. Not sure how.
Not sure which way.
Good. So now that pace is fine. Do not go any faster, okay? Stay nice and slow on the rail for a minute. Now look at it. Draw a line and turn. Now stay tall and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 1, 2, 3. Good. Very good. Pat him. Good. Not so much of a surprise in the jumping today, right? Good. Come do that again. Same direction, and I'm not going to count this time. You got it. That's good. Good, so stay like 1, 2, 1, 2, perfect rhythm, both legs, straight line, 1.
Somebody's talking.
Very good, Angela. Haley and Penelope were talking. Very nice. Pat him, good boy. Fuss over it a little bit. Good, now reverse direction and canter back down over it. Oh my goodness.
Now you can't have it again. It's going on the ground.
Icky.
It's icky.
Is this so?
I know. She doesn't care.
So you're going to canter right lead back down over it. Keep the bat in your left hand because he's still a left shifter, even off your right lead. So when you're jumping, you want to keep the bat in your left rein, or left hand. Okay? So pick up your canter up there by the pine trees, canter right down over it, and stop at the mounting block. Okay?
And Haley says, don't run us over.
No, that's our stopping in the mounting block. You have control. Not worried. Loves it here. He's so good.
He is a good boy.
Rolls and eats and plays and looks and wanders in and out of the barn and lays in the grass, itches upside down, takes a nap, goes and gets a drink of water, comes back, and I never worry about where he is. He's so good.
Yeah.
So good. Ever since that one time we went by the road, I got him with the shock collar and haven't done it since. Good.
Good. He says if you have to growl whenever it goes by.
Then he gets his rough up and then he gets scared and he runs the other direction.
Don't do your bottle.
Now look where you want to end up. Now squeeze. Good girl. Sit up. You asked for it and then you're like surprised. Now stop. Why are you surprised?
I don't know. I looked down, so I knew it was my fault.
Yeah, when you were like closing your leg, but you asked him to leave the ground, and then he left the ground, and you were like, yeah, I wasn't. You were like not so sure that he was going to jump the bed. Give him a good yank and kick him in the side once. That's a bunch of junk. So cantering at that jump, the angle that he came at it was you. First of all, you picked up your canter. You trotted. You picked up your canter, and then when you came at it at the angle, he was still shifting left. You feel how hard you're pulling your right rein? You're going. Yeah. So then when you do that, just push the bat up against his shoulder there. Okay, this pretending with the dog and stuff. Please remember that this horse has been to a gazillion horse shows and has done. There's more stuff that he's seen than not seen, so it's a bunch of junk. So feel free to reprimand him when he acts like that. All right.
I got mad at him on Tuesday. He squeaked at nothing, and he tried to take off. Dad's like, "Oh my God!" But Dad, I'm handling. I'm fine. I just gotta sit up, relax.
Pull on the reins, man. You're good to go. Yeah, it's a bunch of junk. So it's all testing. They're all going through this test phase, and I have no idea if they all had a conversation with each other or what.
It's out in the pasture.
Swear to God.
Here.
Yeah. Guess what we can do today? Come on.
We need
All
a
right.
diaper change.
Okay, go pick up your canner and try that one more time. And just now when you turn, push the bat on his shoulder so he goes straight, and it'll work better, I promise.
Do we tell Debbie about the jump you did?
Jump. What jump?
She was riding one of the horses that her friend has,
Uh-huh.
and he jumped over
Out
that.
of the ring? Shit.
Yes.
Oh my God, is she all right?
She was fine. She was perfectly fine.
Thank God we practiced. Now push the bat on his shoulder and look up. Good. And now pat him. He's on the wrong lead. He's like, do I do a lead change here? Nice. You
I
jumped
did.
out of the ring with that horse?
Yeah. Yeah, and I was scared because that fence is like just as big as this one.
How come?
He just freaked out and went for the fence, and I was like, 2 points! Because he wouldn't stop.
God bless you that we've been practicing.
I was like, I'm so hurt. Take jumping lessons. I was like, you okay? You know how high you just jumped? I was like,
No,
I'm not doing it.
I'm
again."
fine. I'm not doing it anymore. Right.
She didn't want to do any here either.
Do you see the cows running? That's what he's looking at. Stop and stand still. Do you see them running? Have you seen cows run before?
No, I thought they would come back to us.
It's pretty hilarious. We do it every once in a while here. He comes to feed them and they run. They all look like this when they see it happen.
I can feel his heart beating inside.
Because they canter in this weird way and their feet like cross. It's like the silliest thing to watch. And then they buck, but they don't really buck because they can't buck. Good.
They try.
Sit on him and breathe for a minute. Now pat him. Like, holy shit. Such a traumatic day. We're done, so let's not be a jerk. So, much better on your 2-point. Much better everywhere in the ring today. I want you to work when you're practicing on your own, okay? Work on the squeeze of the rein to get him to bend. Squeeze of the elbow, squeeze of the rein, squeeze of the elbow, squeeze of the rein. And then when you're coming to want him to walk like downhill at the canter, practice some downward transitions like in the middle of the hill, which is the hardest place to get it. Half halt, let go. Half halt, let go, and then stop. You give him 2 or 3 warnings and then stop, you'll get much better than when he just grooves on the bit down the hill.
Yeah.
All right?
He tried to run off, like, on Tuesday. Dad goes, did he try to run off? I go, yeah, but it's more my fault because I'm not half halting him. I'm just pulling.
He just speeds up like, yes, we're cantering, yahoo! And there's no, like, forethought of you're the one telling him not to. He's just going to keep going. Jackson, leave it. Leave it. Unnecessary. So just go ahead and hop off. Fuck him around on the ground and cool out. And then you can go give him a nice hose down. All right. Some of the things we didn't really talk about, but I have your paperwork. Obviously, no jumping except in a lesson. No lead change practicing except for simple changes. You can do stops and change through the end of the ring. Just because he is very funny with one lead.